Florida-based Kalashnikov USA just recently announced a new 12-gauge shotgun model for those wanting a more traditional stock. KUSA isn't a stranger to the AK shotgun market, having other KS models complete with a pistol grip, M4-style collapsible or fixed buttstock, and 10-round mags, as well as the Chaos and Komrad 12-gauge firearms. Let's now get right into the details of this brand new shotgun. The Kalashnikov Komrad. The Kalashnikov Komrad is a firearm in a class all its own. Based on the Saiga 12 platform, the Komrad is a US-manufactured 12-gauge firearm with some interesting features that help set it apart from the crowd. When we first saw this gun, we knew we had to get our hands on it and make it our own. Here is a closer look at a Komrad. The first thing you notice is its size. The Komrad features a 12-inch barrel with an overall length of just 31.5 inches. This would normally make the gun a short-barreled shotgun, requiring the user to go through all the hassle of the NFA paperwork and wait time, not to mention the huge tax stamp. However, the Komrad falls under a different set of rules, since it is legally classified as a firearm rather than a shotgun. It lacks the stock that you would find on an SBS, being replaced with an SB Tactical SBA3 brace. Out of the box, the Komrad is set up really nice. One of the nice things about this gun is the selection of aftermarket parts available. The gun is compatible with many Saiga parts, including magazines and drums. Invading the US market. The Kalashnikov Komrad is therefore invading the US market, and it's one badass-looking firearm. Based on the Russian Saiga design, the 12-gauge Kalashnikov Komrad sports a 12.5-inch barrel. Best of all, the Komrad remains non-NFA. Kalashnikov USA plans to offer the Komrad for a limited time. The company will produce an undisclosed small number of arms, then retire the model. The Komrad also marks the first ever direct-to-consumer firearm from Kalashnikov. No tax stamp and non-NFA, the Komrad delivers tremendous appeal. Firstly, the item that stands out most in the photos is that special edition Russian Tiger Camo finish. We know it's not for everyone, but there's no denying all that appeal. The semi-automatic Komrad, based on the iconic Saiga shotgun, features a 12.5-inch barrel. It also weighs 12 pounds. Manufactured in the United States, it accommodates both 2.75 and 3-inch shells. It runs everything from low-brass birdshot to slugs because of its adjustable gas system, according to Kalashnikov USA. However, note that due to the shortened barrel length and decreased dwell time, Kalashnikov USA recommends ammo no less than 1340 FPS. The Komrad also comes with an SB Tactical pistol brace, adjustable pistol grip, tri-rail forend, and vertical forward grip. Another feature is the standard side-mounted optics rail, not to mention the threaded muzzle nut. The Komrad ships with 2 5-round magazines. Additionally, it accepts Kalashnikov's 10-round magazines, as well as most Saiga accessories. Lastly is MSRP, which lands around the $1,500 mark. The Saiga shotgun design holds a great appeal among certain groups of tactical and competitive shooters. With the pistol brace and super short barrel, the Komrad breathes new life into the iconic Russian hammer. How it came about. Originally formed as an importer but now strictly a manufacturer, Kalashnikov USA offers American consumers a chance to own some interesting Kalashnikov pattern firearms sourced here in the US. The current product line is made up of the KS-12 Saiga pattern shotgun and the KP9 9mm semi-auto rifle, pistol, and short-barreled rifle models, which are patterned off the original Vityaz submash gun. After assuming the helm as KUSA's CEO, Jonathan Mossberg, an industry veteran, is breathing new life into the company. The pros and cons. This was no April Fool's joke. On April 2, 2019, KUSA announced the addition of the Komrad to their lineup of Saiga pattern shotguns. This one, however, is no shotgun. After our experience of several hours on KUSA's indoor range with the new Komrad, we left without any concerns with regard to its reliability. Granted, a few cycling issues were observed, but they could be attributed to either a weak shooting stance or failure to adjust the gas regulator when switching between slugs and buckshot. Settings on the adjustable gas regulator are marked 1 for high recoiling loads and 2 for low recoiling loads, but future iterations of the Komrad, or KS-12, will likely see a change to H and L markings to help eliminate any confusion on the range. The Komrad points fast and shoots well. As far as recoil is concerned, we'd say the Komrad kicks similarly to other equally sized shotguns on the market. She'll push you around or leave your shoulder bruised if you're not careful, but it's nothing an aggressive stance and proper form can't control. Its size, meanwhile, is inherently easier to aim than a pistol, and the 12-gauge shells provide energy and versatility pistol-caliber carbines or even rifle cartridges cannot. The best part? KUSA has a full inventory of the Komrad, and they are ready to ship to your nearest FFL. No tax stamp necessary. On the other hand, we searched high and low for signs of Putin in the closet, but came up dry. They might build guns made famous by the Russians, but KUSA is as American as it gets, and their outlook is bright under the new leadership of Mossberg. Just like Saiga 12? The outside the gun is just like Saiga 12 series of shotguns, only better. The fit and finish on the gun is far superior to the previous version. Rather than feeling like a 12-year-old painted the gun with a combination of black mud and sandpaper, the finish on the US-made auto-loading Kalashnikov KS-12 is smooth and even. The KS-12's barrel is an 18-inch tube with a threaded muzzle, just like the one on the Saiga series. Instead of using a set of chokes that screw into the inside of the muzzle of the barrel, you adjust the KS-12's choke by tacking on a muzzle device that performs the same action. While it's slightly easier to change in the field, it also makes the barrel longer and heavier than needed. The handguard to the rear is similar to the Saiga series, but likewise improved. The styling is a bit more modern. The handguard includes quick detach cups for sling attachment points and screw holes for add-on accessory rails. The operating bits are also in this area. They're identical to the Saiga and Molot series of A-style shotguns. In theory, this means that aftermarket parts made for those firearms will fit here as well. This is also where the iron sights reside, on top of the gas tube. There's no independent front sight block like on a traditional AK-47. The front sight is simply tacked onto the front of the gas tube. That gives you less than a hand's width of sight radius, definitely not ideal for precision shooting. Then again, this is a shotgun. Things have also changed a bit in the receiver. The telescoping dust cover is still present, as the bolt carrier is smaller than the size of a spent shotgun shell. Kalashnikov needed a way to cover the rear of the action, and that's as good a way to do it as any. The dust cover extension is attached to the recoil spring. It may make getting the bolt in and out slightly easier. It's a set-it-and-forget-it arrangement. What's missing? What isn't still present? A bolt hold-open mechanism. There was a button underneath the receiver on the earlier Saiga shotguns. Hold that button down, cycle the action to the rear, and the action remains locked open. It was a nifty design, but often malfunctioned, sticking open and causing the gun to jam at inopportune moments. KUSA fixed this issue by removing the button and relying on the same safety lever cutout as their other designs. The KS-12T has fixed sights and a manual safety selector lever. The pistol grip is another welcome change. Saiga and Molot shotguns had traditional style stocks. As imported semi-auto shotguns, they needed to fit the sporting purposes requirements. Pistol grips were right out and only available with heavy modification. The Kalashnikov design is built in the USA, so the pistol grip is built in from the factory. A standard Russian-style optics rail sits on the other side of the receiver. The rail enables a red dot or other optics. The iron sights are usable, but an aim point would be pretty clutch on this setup. There's a nice buttstock with another QD sling mount, and the shotgun takes standard Saiga mags, which means that you already have a stockpile of 20-round drum magazines. You don't need to throw them out and start anew. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.